ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to another exciting episode of Trigger Warning Radio. I am your host, the Kaiju Conservative. You ain't black if you don't vote for Joe Biden. That's the gist of what Joe Biden said Friday morning when he was on with Charlemagne the God, a black leftist, very big into black liberation and all of that. Very left wing commentator. He's had AOC on in the past several times, if I remember correctly. Well, he had Joe Biden on for an interview this morning, and it didn't go well for Joe. It did not go well for Joe at all. Let me go ahead and just play you the clip. It's about 30 seconds long of probably the single most racist thing that I've heard from a Democrat this week. Let's go ahead and take a look at that.
Listen, you got to come see us when you come to New York, VP Biden.
I will.
It's a long way until November. We got more questions.
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black.
It don't have nothing to do with Trump. It has to do with the fact I want something for my community.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God, Joe. Seriously. Oh, my God. Of course, this isn't the first time that Joe has had trouble with has had racial trouble in the past. There was the infamous "gonna put you all back in chains" gaffe that he had years and years and years ago, as well as a couple of other things over the years as well. Of course, everybody on the right and a lot of independents and even a lot of people on the left, black people especially, heard Joe Biden's comments and were like, dude, that's fucking racist. And it was all downhill from there. The Trump campaign, of course, got a hold of it. Right-wing media got a hold of it, okay. Well, let me just tell you a couple of things that went on this morning. The Trump War Room account highlighted it pretty hard, and also pointed out the fact that if a Republican had said this sort of thing, their political career would be over. The Trump campaign also has a before I get to that, to the next thing the Trump campaign did, though, I should mention that Joe Biden is racist and y'all ain't black have been trending for most of the day on Twitter, which I'm actually shocked they didn't nuke those hashtags and just delete them completely. The fact that they're allowing them to trend, I think, probably says something about how horrible that this is for Joe Biden. The Trump campaign also monetized Joe Biden by putting on their website a hashtag "y'all ain't black" T-shirt quoted by Joe Biden, of course. And then Mike Pence, in an exclusive interview with Breitbart, blasted Joe Biden's comments as completely racist and insensitive, which seeing this just wave after wave after wave of intense vitriolic criticism coming towards, rightfully so, towards Joe Biden, left me kind of feeling a little bit like this classic scene from The Simpsons. Let me go ahead and play that for you.
Stop! He's already dead.
Now, I could sit here and talk about how, this sort of thing should completely destroy Joe Biden's chances of ever winning any sort of political office, and he should resign and slink back into his rec room basement. That's not going to happen, though, of course, because naturally you had leftist media coming out and spinning for Joe Biden, trying to cast it as a joke. Joe Biden eventually did come out and apologize after his campaign realized what a colossal fuck up this was. Washington Post said, yeah, obviously Joe Biden was joking. Come on. You stupid wingnuts. God. And then you had black leftists coming out and saying, well, this is really about Trump's record on racism. Trump's been completely racist. I'd take Joe Biden any day. When Donald Trump has never once said that y'all ain't black if you don't vote for me, and has actually done more to help the black community than any Democrat president has done probably for the last couple of decades. But that's neither here nor there. Facts don't matter when you're a leftist. Oh, by the way, with going back to how this should end Joe Biden's political career, I brought up that point on Twitter. I had a leftist be like, well, Steve King, he's still in Congress. Yeah, Steve King is still in Congress, but you know what happened to him after his comments that were deemed racist by a large section of people, myself not included. I don't think Steve King really said anything wrong or racist, but that's neither here nor there. But you know what the party did to Steve King? They essentially nuked him. They censured him publicly in a resolution that was voted on, I think, almost unanimously by the House of Representatives, and they stripped him of all of his committee assignments. So, yeah, he's still in Congress, but he's basically just sitting there twiddling his thumbs, and occasionally he casts a vote. He's completely useless. The GOP neutered him. Meanwhile, the Democrat Party is busy defending Joe Biden's overt racism. And oh yeah, by the way, remember Ilhan Omar when she was spouting those anti-Semitic comments? The Democrat Party not only didn't censure her, but they actually changed a resolution that was specifically meant to censure Ilhan Omar to a general hate bad resolution. Yeah. So talk to me about Steve King some more. Yeah. Now I could bring all of this up and just sit here and talk about it. Obviously, Trump is going to use this to completely destroy Biden. And if this is a preview of what's to come in the general election, it is going to be fucking lit, to say the least. And I am going to enjoy every freaking minute of it. But I kind of wanted to do something a little fun. I kind of wanted to talk to, kind of directly ask you all, you viewers, you listeners out there, what you think the most racist comment by a Democrat in the last couple of years is. I'm going to give you a couple of choices because these are kind of like the most prominent ones. We're going to do Joe Biden's comment from Friday, of course. The "y'all ain't black" comment is going to be one of the choices. But then I'm also going to throw in two others. I'm going to throw in Joe Biden's "put y'all back in chains" rant, and I'm also going to go ahead and throw in Hillary Clinton's hot sauce comment from the 2016 campaign. So once again, let me go ahead and just play these a couple of these clips for you, just to kind of give you an idea of what we're looking at here. Here is Hillary Clinton's hot sauce comment from the 2016 presidential campaign. Let's go ahead and take a look at that.
No more questions? They said no, she has to go.
What's something that you always carry with you?
Hot sauce.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Are you getting information right now?
Hot sauce.
Hot sauce in my bag, swag?
Hot sauce.
Really?
Yes.
Now listen, I
yes.
just want you to know, people are going to see this and say, okay, she's pandering to black people again.
Okay. Is it working?
And then we've got Joe Biden's "gonna put you all back in chains" rant in the black preacher voice that Democrats bizarrely adopt whenever they're talking to a predominantly black or even just a minority audience in general. But let's go ahead and take a look at that one.
Look at what they value and look at their budget and what they're proposing. Romney wants to he said in the first 100 days, he's going to let the big banks once again write their own rules. Unchain Wall Street. They're going to put you all back in chains.
And then, of course, last but not least, we've got Joe Biden once again with the "y'all ain't black" comment. I'm going to play that again just because I love it. I absolutely love it. I could watch it all day. So let's go ahead and take a look at it again.
Listen, you got to come see us when you come to New York, VP Biden.
I will.
It's a long way until November. We got more questions.
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black.
It don't have nothing to do with Trump. It has to do with the fact I want something for my community.
All right, so this is the way it's gonna work. I'm gonna kind of take a poll here, an informal poll, an unscientific poll. We're gonna have anecdotal evidence here, which really, according to the left, is not any type of evidence at all, and is completely useless. But hey, it's a fun little exercise that we're gonna do. So why not? So I want you all to vote on which of these three comments you think is the most racist comment of the last couple of years, most racist political campaign comment of the last couple of years. If you think it's Joe Biden and y'all ain't black, I want you to put in the comments Joe 2020. If you think it's Joe Biden put y'all back in chains, go ahead and type in, God, what year was that even? That was the 2012 campaign, wasn't it? I think it was the 2012 campaign. Put Joe 2012 in the comments if you think put y'all back in chains is the most racist comment of the last couple of years. And then if you think it's Hillary Clinton's hot sauce, I want you to comment lock her up in the comments section below. So once again, if it's Joe Biden, y'all ain't black, write Joe 2020 in the comment section. If it's Joe Biden, put y'all back in chains, Joe 2012. And if it's Hillary and her hot sauce, I want you to put in lock her up. That's Joe 2020, Joe 2012, and lock her up. I'm going to go ahead and tally up the votes. And in the next video, probably Saturday or Sunday, when I get to record it, probably maybe Sunday, maybe Monday. I don't know. Sometime in the next couple of days, in the next video, I will go ahead and tally the votes and let you know which comment you all thought was the most racist comment of the last couple of years. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and leave this video right here for now. Let me know what you think about all this in the comment section below. Cast your votes. You've got you got some time to do it. So, cast that vote, tell your friends, spread the video around. If you like, go ahead and like and subscribe to my channel as well. Both of those things help me out quite a bit, and I will see you all next time.